What's up, everybody? It's Matthew McConaughey, and I'm taking you on a ride. I'm not in a Lincoln, I'm in a Toyota. Where we're going, hell, nobody knows. Where we're going, where we're coming from, who can really answer these questions? No one knows for sure. Why am I driving at night by myself? Hell, I don't even know. Let's ask Quaze. I'll tell you what, Matthew. I'm going to the gym. Goddammit! I don't know about you. You're the one that's talking to yourself out loud. Well, then again, so am I. Yo, welcome everybody. Quazemoto. Another edition of the Quazemoto Show podcast. On my way to the gym, getting my workout on. Friday night. Not much going on. It's pretty much dead. Got some NBA action, but I really don't play. I don't put money down on NBA games. Even college games, college basketball for that matter. Just because they let me down, or maybe because I just don't know much about the NBA or basketball, college or pro, much like I do the NFL. But big winner Thursday night. Put money down on the Patriots to crush the Bills. I think the point spread was only 6.5 or something, or 6, and the Patriots more than covered that. Way more than covered that. So I was happy about that. I got a 16 parlay going on the college games. I think 2 of them won last night, and got 4 more playing tonight, so we'll see what happens. A lot more college action tomorrow. I'm not even going to bother and try and break down anything and go over spreads because I really haven't done my homework. I've been lazy about it this week. I only picked 1 or 2 games for myself, and I'm like, all right, I'm going to put money on that one and see how we do. Right now I'm doing pretty good. I don't even know who's playing tomorrow. Only I know my Gators, my beloved Gators, they're playing in the world's biggest cocktail party in Jacksonville. It's the Florida-Georgia game, and those games are always fun, always entertaining, always played in Jacksonville. I went to one of them way back when, decades ago, and still have fond memories of that weekend in Jacksonville watching that game. You know me, I'm going to take the Gators. They're ranked number 11, and Georgia's poo-poo, so take it for what it is. Put your money on the Gators. I am. Other than that, a lot of people are emailing me that your last pod show, Quaz, your last pod show got cut off, what happened? Was it technical difficulties? Did you forget how to use the phone? What happened? All of the above. As I was getting into my soliloquy of social etiquette at the checkout line, a phone call came in, and I found out just then that if you're recording a video and a phone call comes in, video automatically stops. And I'm too lazy to start over and repeat and rehash what I had already said. So I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna post this. I'm lazy. Whatever. Fuck you. Fuck all y'all, right? Except my listener. Y'all cool. My listeners are cool. Everyone else, forget y'all. But the listeners did want to know what I was getting into. So I was at Walmart the other day, and I was at the checkout line. And this was the express line, right? 15 items or less. And, I had 7 items. So I'm always happy when I can get to the express line. But what happened was, as I pulled into the express line, this lady was ahead of me, and she clearly had more than 15 items. Now, there was this lady was ahead of me, and there was another lady ahead of her who was already doing her checkout, and she, very clearly as well, had less than 15 items. I didn't see the cashier wavering or anything, but this lady just went in. More than 15 items, and she was in the express checkout line. Now, I will be the first motherfucker, to throw you a evil eye, saying, I know you got more than 15 items. I know you got more than 15 items. What are you doing in the express line? I know you got 15 items. Get the hell out of here, right? Will I actually say something? Hell no. I'm too big of a chicken to say anything like that, Call it social phobia, or or the if you want to get into it psychologically, the love me complex. I don't want anyone hating me. I want everyone to love me. But that's neither here or there. Social etiquette demands that, hey, if you have more than 15 items in the express checkout line, you don't go there. Now, should someone stand up and say something, say, hey, excuse me, miss, you have more than 15 items? Should the cashier at the store say something? Hey, excuse me, miss, you have 15 items, I can't take you? Hell yeah. But we, as people, as humans, we are too chicken to say anything, me included. Now, given that, I am the same motherfucker who will not only cause a stink and throw you an evil eye if you have 15 items or more in the express checkout line, but I'll be the same motherfucker that if I have 16 items, I'm going to go in the express checkout line. I'm not going to give a damn, But that's just life. But, that shit really pisses me off, Line cutters, or, where does the social mores fall on you? Didn't your mama raise you right? Teach you better than that? All that good shit, So that's what kind of upset me, and got my panties in a bunch the other day when that lady was, that little shit like that, kind of throws me off and ruins my whole day. I'm like, God damn it, motherfucker, why'd you have to do that? Kind of pissed me off. But it is what it is, I watched the Republican Party debate the other night, and I was watching it live and taking my notes. But what was surprising was the review from the other stations, and I even listened it to the following morning on the Republican radio channel, because I always love listening to the Republicans talk, because they love twisting everything around to make Republican the candidates, and even every Republican that's in office, look innocent and holier than thou. The spin on this was, the Republicans who, some of them came off looking good, some of them raised in points, some lowered in points, polls points, whatever, right? But the big stink was that there were liberal moderators moderating the debate. Now, hold on one second. The Republican National Party picked the moderators, They wanted to show the world, hey, look, we can, we're cool with this. We're going to have, liberal or, Democratic leaning moderators moderate this debate. And every time a question was thrown, almost every candidate was like, well, that's a very liberal question. Let's stick to the points. Why are we having questions like this? Ted Cruz caused a big stink. I think even Trump and, Rubio, Bush, they're like, why are we having, they didn't come out and say, why are we having these, liberal moderators asking the questions and whatnot? You guys okayed it. You guys signed off on it. So you really can't be complaining about it, right? Well, that was the big stink, and the Republicans really were upset about that, but they can't really complain, especially if their party selected these moderators. And it was wild to see. This time there was less of a focus on Trump, or maybe Trump, he was on some medication that was just chilling him, but he only had one or two zings on there. But he was not usually his aggressive attacking self. The knee-jerk reaction was Marco Rubio. Really did himself a favor. He came off as the likely winner. Rubio and Ted Cruz. Jeb Bush looked like a wimp when Jeb Bush went after his buddy Marco Rubio. Rubio, he shut him down. When Bush did try and tag. So now they're saying the Jeb Bush campaign for presidency really took a hit, and they don't know if he can recover from this. I really don't care, because the Republicans can fight and bicker right now amongst themselves, and they can beat each other up without having a clear candidate come out until March or even April, for that matter. While the Democrats, they're lining up, everyone's getting in line behind Hillary. And Bernie Sanders, he's going to keep up the good fight at least until he can get a VP candidacy out of it. And that's what I see happening. It's not going to be Joe Biden for VP. Joe Biden's he's done his spiel. I don't think Joe Biden's going to come back. He's going to fall in the Democrat line, and support Hillary, which is what every good party should do. Pick one candidate and get behind them. The Republicans, they are just too much, egos within the party themselves for them to actually, they're just going to take each other out. And we're not going to have a clear-cut winner in the Republican presidential race until late March, early April. You're going to lose a lot of votes because of the undecidedness aspect of it. A lot of the voters are going to, go to independent. They're just going to vote their, and Hillary's just going to round up all those independents and get the vote for themselves. And, I give credit to Obama. Obama, one of his agendas, be it known or unknown, was like he was going to crush the Republican Party. He was going to leave the Republican Party in such shambles that they're not going to be able to recover. And he did a very effective job. And I applaud him for that. Because Democrats, anyone who knows me, I think Democrats are the scum of the earth. They're bought off by these super PACs. And so who are super PACs? Republican billionaires, big corporate executives who back them. Only if these candidates will do what they say. Now you'll say, well, Hillary does the same thing, Sanders does the same thing. Well, to an effect, yes, Hillary does, but they don't say in air quotes, kiss the ring of the power elite in Wall Street and the Fortune 500 companies or the billionaires that will support them. Yes, Hillary, she goes to California, she gets all those Hollywood money, right? But for good reasons, because those backers will know Hillary's going to carry their agenda, but not their vote. But at the same time, Hillary will tell them, just like Barack told them, I'm going to take your money, but don't expect me for you to get my vote. That's the difference between Democrats and Republicans. Well, Republicans, they love that money, and they love handouts, and they'll say, oh yeah, I'll vote whichever way you want me to vote. Just keep me elected. And in the infamous words of Lyndon Baines Johnson from JFK, that's not an exact quote, that's a movie quote. Just keep me elected and I'll give you your damn war. Classic, right? But I enjoyed the debate. It was lively. Do I have any favorites? Knee jerk. Right now, if I want, I would want Trump. Just because he's the straight shooter. He doesn't pull any punches. And I like the way he attacks the other candidates, including Hillary. We need more people like that. We need more people like Trump in politics. Will we actually get him? No. We're likely going to get a Rubio or a Jeb Bush, and just because they're the safe choice, the safe bet. It's whatever it is. Other emails that I got in, listeners were saying, hey man, why ain't you talking NBA? NBA season started this week, true. They're saying on the other thing, why ain't you talking the World Series? To get to the World Series point, and this is directly to Steve from Orlando, I believe. He says, hey man, why ain't you talking about World Series? You'll never talk about World Series. Listen, man, if the Nats aren't in it, I lose interest, I'm not a big baseball fan to begin with, and if the Nats are in it, I'm interested, I'm watching, and I'm talking about it. But, the Nats season went poo-poo in early August, and by then, every Nats fan knew, they ain't going to do shit. So I lost interest in it. And I'm a casual baseball fan. Where I'll tune into a Nats game. I'll go to a Nats game, but that's it. But I don't follow it as heavily and as closely like I do the NFL. Can I name you the manager of the San Diego Padres? No. Can I name you, the 2 or 3 starting pitchers for the Seattle Mariners? No. Can I tell you which team has the most World Series? Maybe the Yankees, I think. If you were to ask me and put a gun to my head, I'd say Yankees. But other than that, I really don't know, and I really don't care at the same effect. I really don't care. Basketball. I am a big fan of basketball, and I do watch basketball, both NBA and college, and I do put money down on it. But when it's football season, my attention is more focused on football. And this is documented history on my side. I've always said both hockey, all three, hockey, baseball, and basketball need to contract their seasons. If hockey and basketball were to start in December, nothing's, I think if anything, they would the fan, the both sports would gain a bigger appreciation from their fans, and they would see a spike in ratings. There's just too much NBA. You're talking and hockey from October to June. I don't tune into basketball until December. I watch the highlights, I watch Sports Center, and whatnot. I see, I follow the storylines. What's LeBron doing? Are the Heat better this year? Is Kobe going to make it through the year? What's D Rose doing? And all that stuff. But to follow it as closely and as religiously as I do NFL, is just not there. College basketball the same way, just too many games. I don't get serious about college basketball until February. And that's right when tournament time starts, when conference tournaments start, and then you have March Madness. And March Madness is when I get serious about it, And even then, I couldn't tell you who the good teams are. I'm usually I'll bet money on Duke. And I did that last tournament, and I won a lot of money. What? If you were to ask me right now who the top 10 teams are in college basketball, I couldn't tell you. I would say Duke and 9 other teams. That's about it, oh shoot, sorry, gotta sit dry mouth for a second there. Anyways, I'm reaching the 17-minute mark. I'm trying to stretch these podcasts as long as I can. I'm testing my phone. I'm testing my iPhone to see how far I can get these podcasts, because if I get 16, 17 minutes, I might not be able to post it, and I really don't want to repeat this podcast by doing it over again. But other than that, I think I'm going to wrap it up there. Enjoy Halloween, people, tomorrow. Be safe out there. Kids, be safe out there. Have fun. Enjoy it. Watch the games Saturday, Sunday. I'm going to try and watch some basketball, try and get my info up for next podcast. Maybe I'll give you some nuggets or something. But other than that, be safe. Have fun, listen to the podcast, and I thank you, everyone, for listening. Email me, quazemotoshow@gmail.com. Peace, everybody.